Mega Badger.
It's Motus Digital!
I'm Steve with Motus Digital. We're here at the Big D conference at Industry Giants.
And tell us about yourself.
Well, I do 3D modeling. I make characters, props, anything 3D. You guys basically give me something and I make it for them, and then they bring it to life.
And tell us about the company you work for. What is Motus Digital?
Motus Digital is a motion capture company. We deal with taking animations from people and transferring it to digital. Basically, that is motion capture. We do anything for like games, TV commercials, movies, anything you can name. Do web stuff as well. We have a lot of things kind of in the works. We also have action packs, which is basically actions you can buy online from us. But yeah, primarily it's the motion capture.
And what is the history of Motus Digital? How did that company start?
Okay, we started about 5 years ago, and the founders saw a need for a motion capture company in the area that we're in Texas, so it's kind of centralized in the U.S. And we saw it as kind of the wave of the future, where instead of just having animators work on everything, you can capture real life motion.
And what's inspired Motus Digital to happen?
Kind of using motion capture to bring the animation to life, taking real world animation performance, and transferring it to the digital world, right? Because at the time you had cartoons and 3D characters, but you can still really see that they're animated and 2D, but they still didn't quite feel real. So that jump, that leap from real to animation, motion capture really hits it right on.
And now you actually have a studio you work with that's like right next to Motus Digital. Can you talk about your partnership with that studio?
Capture Dimensions is within our building, and what they do is they capture either people or objects, and they take a whole bunch of camera pictures of it and they transfer it into 3D. I forget the technical word for it, but it's basically what they do. They also do 3D printing, and we've collaborated on a few projects where we take a character they capture, transfer her into 3D, and put animation on her, and things like that.
Now, what about the projects you've worked on?
There's been quite a few. It really depends. There's some gaming projects, some TV spots. We did one where we captured a guy dancing like a rabbit. We've had partnerships or work with other companies in the area to do TV commercials, some indie developers, etc. There's just a bunch, and I don't know if I can name them. NDAs and all.
And what, in your opinion, where do you see motion capture and 3D printing being in the future? Or where do you see that going?
Right now, it's kind of a niche market, but as the technology progresses, you can have inside a home like a really small setup that you can capture people's movements. And right now we're doing the high end, what is possible on the cusp, on the edge, but that's really what lets it be possible for it to come to the home. Right? So basically what we're doing right now, I'm hoping in 5-10 years we can bring it to the home. So we'll see.
And last question, what sort of advice do you have for people who want to be into motion capture?
It's basically if you're looking for a job or to get into it, know the technology, know what you need to do, what you need to be able to work with, the softwares and the hardware, and also like just a good eye for innovation.
Oh, thank you for your time.
Be sure to keep up to date with Motus Digital by following them on Twitter, liking them on Facebook, subscribing to their YouTube channel, or visiting www.motusdigital.com for the latest on motion capture technology.